Hi, my name is TG Trooper. I am here with my good friend Aki McKenzi, the author of this book, which is World's End, The Legacy of the Neo-Warriors, Book 1, Edge of Empire. So, it is a fantasy genre, so tell me, it's a substantial piece of work. It's like, as you can see, there's quite a lot of words in there. How long did it take you to write?
So the draft took me a month.
Mm-hmm.
The first draft took me a month. It was just after my granddad died. I needed something to do, and I did this.
Okay. What's the book about?
So the Neo-Warriors are basically like the Avengers. They're a group of magical super soldiers. There's one chosen from each of the 12 houses of Brax, and they are just there to sort of keep everybody safe. And this first book is about, so Ariana, she is the newest one of their ranks. She's always wanted to be one, and it's sort of about her first couple of months as a Neo-Warrior.
Okay. When did you get the first idea?
So when I was 18, I rewatched Sailor Moon. I'd watched it when I was a kid, and then I rewatched it again, and I wanted to write something that was kind of similar. It was the original drafts were very like magical girl orientated. Then when I was 25, I watched Attack on Titan, and then sort of incorporated more of the sort of violence and military themes into it, and it became more like the sort of the beast that it is now.
Okay. How long from the first idea did it take you to start the serious, right, I'm going to do this now?
So because it was very different, the first sort of draft that I wrote of it was very different to what it eventually became. But so I had the idea when I was 18, then I started writing that first draft when I was 20, so about 2 years. Then once I had got the new sort of ideas I wanted to incorporate, probably about a year.
Okay.
From.
Okay. How is this very different from the original idea?
Oh yeah. So like I said, the original idea was very sort of magical girl orientated. Like it's very clear that I am very anime inspired. And like I say, that original idea was more like things like Sailor Moon, like Precure, all of that kind of stuff. Then the later ones, there's a bit more of the sort of military and like slightly heavier, more adult themes, I suppose.
Right. Okay. Are there many characters? How sort of what's the character count?
So there's at least 12 sort of. I mean, there's obviously you've got your main character, and then like the 11 other people that she is with constantly. You've also got 2 major antagonists and everyone involved with them. It's quite a large ensemble cast on sort of both sides of the like good guys, bad guys spectrum.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are there any characters that haven't changed? Because you said Ariana has changed.
Yes, Ariana has very much changed. And she didn't really start off at all how she ended up being, but like neither did Caspian. Actually, he wasn't even really in the first draft, and he's quite a large driving force, particularly for Ariana. But characters like Illyria and Kat never changed. They've always completely stayed the same. Dimitri, Amara and Penny have always been in it in name, although their personalities have changed, but they've always still represented the same sort of like house, planet kind of thing.
Okay, this is book 1. It implies there'll be more, a sequel, a maybe a trilogy?
So Ariana's story, definitely a trilogy. If I have my way, there will be 6.
Okay.
But definitely for Ariana's story, we've got a solid trilogy there. Like the sort of books that I grew up loving, like Lord of the Rings, His Dark Materials, both trilogies. So I'm a bit trilogy obsessed.
Okay. Did you plan for it to be a trilogy, or is it just evolved into a trilogy?
I mean, with the original, the very, very original story, that was only ever going to be one. But then with the new idea, that was like, no, I need more room for this. So yes, it will be. Yeah, it sort of, once it evolved, it was always going to be a trilogy.
Yeah. Okay. What stage, or what is the title of book 2, and what stage is it at?
So book 2 is called Saltwater and Smoke.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's currently with the publishers.
Excellent. Excellent. Any idea of publishing date? Takes a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, if it's anything like the first one, possibly a year, maybe. It's sort of,
right.
Yeah, but I suppose it very much depends.
When it's published, will you come on again?
If you'll have me.
I certainly will. Have you started writing book 3 yet?
Not yet, but I think I am going to. Sometimes when you write something and then you know there's going to be more, you want to write more of it. And I think I have got the bug. I do need to get back on it.
Yeah, okay. Finally, where can people buy?
So you can buy on the publishing house website, Austin Macaulay, on Amazon, Waterstones, and like a lot of other book sort of major book retailers. One that I particularly like though is hive.co.uk, not to be mistaken with the heating company. So with Hive, it's a slightly reduced retail price, but at the end you can choose to donate a portion of what you have paid to a local independent bookstore, sort of one that's local to you. And I really like that, because we do need more indie bookstores.
We certainly do. Right, so there will be a link in the description, and thank you very much.
Thank you.